Thanks for joining us, Christian Espinosa. Welcome again. And how's everything with you?
It's good, man. How's it going? Happy New Year, man. Thanks for
Hey,
having me.
man, Happy New Year too. I think things went pretty well on your career. First, first fight that you had, it was in Sonora, Mexico. Tell us, how did it go, and how you feel about your first, win.
Oh, I feel great. I'm just glad to get it out the way, and not in a bad way. I needed to get it done. The fight was the 18th of December. Um, Despite everything's been going on around the world, a lot of people passing away,
Oh yeah, man.
COVID, making people lose their jobs because of unfortunate reasons, right? But I live in New York, and I trained out of here, and I spend most of my time here, and I saw a lot happening here. Obviously, our city suffered the most. You were there for some time. You saw how it was for a while,
Yeah.
and through it all, I trained here, and I got myself ready, like really, really ready. You know, obviously testing was very efficient. Like I actually must have been tested. My nose is killing me for about like 29 times, being tested, which is good. You want to be safe. You want to make sure that you don't get anyone else around you, like family, infected. So after that, man, we went down to Arizona. From there, we just literally like walked across the border, man,
Yeah.
around for little un chiquito pueblo, right? A little city. It's called Douglas in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So small. So I went there. And yeah, we walked to Sonora, and that's it, man. From there, took care of business, man. I got a second round TKO.
Oh, great, great. So, what was the atmosphere there like? Eventually, right now we don't have fans. How does really plays an important thing in your career, especially like New Yorkers and all the fight fans. There are always it's like I feel like the fights needs to have the fans. I mean that's the most exciting part. How do you feel? Like you were there and no fans at all, only managers, coaches, and fighters.
Right. Well, it wasn't that terrible, man. I was so in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was being streamed, I believe, via Facebook, and I had a lot of family from my family's from Mexico, so a lot of people were already watching it. So everybody was just tuned in, watching it, and as far as my family and like I have friends that were able to see it. I mean, as for being my first fight, it couldn't gotten better. Like it went so good. Like I had so much support morally, and obviously you're gonna have people that are gonna like talk bad about any sport or any level of success you're in, and we just take it as it comes. And I'm already used to it. I'm a bit older now. I'm flowing right through it, man. I'm very confident in my ability to like go really far in boxing. So the whole point for me now is, especially now during COVID, is just staying busy. Like very busy season, like fighting often.
Oh, great. I mean, eventually, all these things going on with the COVID and is really affecting the sports, especially right now. I feel like we live in an era where everything has to be, but everything has to be done carefully because as you mentioned
Right.
before, people around you, you want to, of course, you want to be okay, and second, you want to have safety for especially for yourself and for everyone. This
Right.
year seems to be rough. We just gotta you know uh, pray to God as for some reason we don't get this thing around us, and see if the vaccines work. And one thing, but
Right.
other than that, bro, I know people who is gonna be ready, to watch your next fight, especially talking about fights. And there was one fight that it did shock the whole world. Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko. What are your thoughts after you saw how Lomachenko fought against Lopez and Lopez won this fight?
Oh, I mean, the guy did phenomenal, man. Kid's from Brooklyn, right?
Yep.
He's a very native Lopez. I mean, I knew all of them already, obviously, because we're in a box where we know of each other. But man, the kid was good. Like he did impress me. The fact that he separates what champions are made of, and especially during the last few rounds, when Lomachenko finally picked up his pace and finally like started doing what he needed to do to win his kind of fights. Lopez didn't back down, man. That was impressive. Like he didn't fold like a lot of people usually would fold. He kept going. He says, "You're not gonna take this away from me. I'll put pretty hard to beat you and want to beat you." And so he did decisively. So when I saw that, I said, "Oh, he's gonna." It wasn't like how people make it. It wasn't like an ass whooping. It wasn't like, "Oh man, he really beat Lomachenko." No, he beat him in unanimous decision. But it wasn't to the point where it was so dominant that, oh my god, like he just like outclassed Lomachenko. No, like they should run it back. They should run it back, and I think you owe at least Lomachenko that. Like, for the fact, I understand maybe Lomachenko's side is more like, you know, we don't even need a rematch clause, etc. The whole politics come, but do I think it should be a second match? Like, it should be a second fight, not because they also owe it to Lomachenko, but because they say, hey, he was once the champ that defended the title so many times, man. Like, you should. But I can also see how it will be bad for Lopez because that is such a high risk. And imagine you trying to pull it off 2 times in a row.
Whoa.
That might be doable.
That should be great. I mean, for every fight fan to watch. Hopefully this second fight, if it happens, I mean, I don't think it's not in the contract, but if Lopez decides to give a rematch to Lomachenko, that would be great because I think both fighters, Lomachenko will come with everything, but Lopez will be right there. As he mentioned, right now the titles that he earned, it's going to be hard to take it away from him, but I'm excited if it happens this fight. And hopefully things, make easy for everyone to make happen this fight because Devin Haney is right there, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Oof. What do you think? What do you think if Lopez now goes and faces probably Ryan or Gervonta? Who you think it will be first that Lopez will face?
I mean, depending on the politics and such, like when I use politics, right, very cliche, but it's true. Like there's a lot of things to chat about in the world of like boxing contracts and like promotions involved. But all set aside, I mean the best 4, and then excluding Lomachenko, or you said Gervonta Davis, you got Ryan Garcia, and you got obviously Lopez and David Haney. I think the top 2 definitely are Davis and Lopez. I think the the best guys are both of those.
Yeah,
I think Garcia, they fall out below, but but I think the top 2, that's them guys. Those 2 are the best. And I think Davis is a good fighter, man, especially after seeing what did Santa Cruz.
Oof. Yeah, I thought that was. I think Santa Cruz was gonna win, maybe by decision, but oof. I'm impressed what Gervonta did against Santa Cruz, and we know that Santa Cruz is a warrior, but oof, my respect for Santa Cruz and of course Gervonta because both fighters came to bring everything on that night, but look at what happened. That was the outcome, the knockout that he performed against Santa Cruz.